I started with an absolute commitment to being an actress. That's what I wanted to do. I went to drama school. I'm from Birmingham, came from quite a challenging background and area in Birmingham, but decided I wanted to be a film star and went to drama school in search of my dreams, and then quickly realised when I left drama school that only a very small minority of people that go that route actually end up working in that sector. So within about 3 years I'd spent far too much time out of work, decided to have a family, and then that's when I had one of my daughters who struggled with eczema, and that's when I started making the creams and ointments.
And your children went to school?
No, none of them actually went to school. And I can't remember why I made this decision, but the school system didn't really appeal to me. I started to make lots of quite alternative choices with my children, and school didn't seem to fit with that, so I home educated all three of them.
Gosh, that must have been hard for you and for them.
Well, look, I'd say they've had it pretty easy.
So how did you learn the curriculum? How did you learn the curriculum and what to teach?
Well, home education isn't really about necessarily sticking to the curriculum. It's about, I guess, equipping them with what you think they might need for life rather than to get through the school system. So they have all sorts of experiences locally in groups and, workshops and stuff that we organise as parents, facilitated sometimes by teachers, sometimes by other parents. So they get a really good variation, loads of experiences, loads of varied ways in which they learn. But from that, they tend to maybe go into the system around about college age and generally do very well.
So if there was one thing you think needs to change in the education system, what should it be?
Gosh, that's a really big question. I think the reason I didn't buy into it, the reason I didn't send my kids there, because I wanted them to have the ability to make choices about their future without being told what to do or forced into a box. So I wanted them to have some kind of autonomy about the choices they made, and that's what I felt they weren't going to get in school. So if there was one thing I'd change, it's probably impossible to achieve in a big school setting, but I think it would be great to encourage children to manage their own learning themselves, choose what they want to learn, and therefore probably succeed more because it's coming from them rather than being imposed on them by a curriculum.
Thank you.
Does that make sense?
It does.